Lee Stranahan is a failed COINTELPRO agent or informant. He can be found on Sputnik throwing Freemason symbols at his co-host, who I heard claim that he is an ex-cop. So maybe the cop's an FBI agent and Lee Stranahan is the FBI informant. It's not on us to prove any of this. It's on us to boycott them, to expose and then boycott. So the thing about the Freemasons that I've learned through observation is that they're demented. They can't get it out of their heads that there are these symbols, and they're constantly throwing them because they're so brainwashed by it. They're too deep into it. I got taken in by some clickbait. I thought there was something new on Kimberlin, or at least from a few years back, and there was. I got more information from finding an article at Daily Caller, which I think is Tucker Carlson's paper, but I'm not sure. And there's something about a chalupa, which I thought was a Taco Bell product. There's other weird stuff going on. I really don't care. It's tied into Ukraine. I guess I do care, but no, I don't care. It's just craziness. I bring it up because it brought me to that show on Sputnik. I see them flashing Freemason symbols, despite it not being that easy to see what they're doing. I recommend folks look at the Ronald Reagan video I made. Reagan and Carson were throwing them back and forth. You can't miss it. It's kind of interesting to see how obvious it is when we're looking at the video with that in mind. I turn off volume. Sometimes I use volume to get the gist of a conversation, the feel of it. But I'm not listening to stupid ideas. I'm not debating. I'm not thinking about what's being said, or not too much, or only when it serves the purposes of the smear job I'm concocting. I mean, something that looks like a smear job, but it's actually truth. They don't mention me because I never fit the narrative. Mandy Nagy stole the Kimberlin story from myself. It was my scoop. I came up with that stuff in late 2008 into early 2009, and then Mandy wrote her thing in October 2010, close to 2 years after I was going nuts all over the internet. I was having confrontations with Larissa Alexandrovna of Raw Story. How can I not be included in I'm the pioneer. I was the George Washington of the thing, of the Brett Kimberlin awareness movement. And I wrote it up. They're just crazy. That whole aftermath was COINTELPRO. I got caught up in some sting racket, some alternate reality game. Lee Stranahan has been tied to the hip of Brandon Darby. Period. He's COINTELPRO. He's scum. They don't mention me because I'm from the left. Their whole spin is that the Democratic Party, through Brett Kimberlin, are attacking right-wing bloggers. It fits into the psyop that there's a clampdown on the right-wing thinkers when the censorship is directed against everyone. Lee Stranahan is COINTELPRO. Cassandra Fairbanks is COINTELPRO. All these people are paid fakes and fake news, and it's just really refreshing to see that Stranahan and his no-name, whoever that guy is, that cop, that FBI agent, it's great to see that they're not getting any views. It's great to see that most people are now aware that the internet is a propaganda and entrapment scam. So yes, there are those outrageous videos made by Bible thumpers or whoever they are. Maybe they're faking as Bible thumpers, but they're straw men for exposing Freemasonry and how it has destroyed democracy in our country and all over the world. You can see these people flashing the symbols. Ronald Reagan did it in 1975 when on Johnny Carson.